Good morning everyone. Today we'll be discussing about arc lengths. But before that, I will discuss to you the difference between indefinite and definite integrals so that you will not be confused in solving integrals. So indefinite integrals will give you an answer of a function or a mathematical expression, while definite integrals will give you an answer of a more specific value or a whole number or even decimal. So that will be an overview so that you will not be confused. Now let's move on to the main topic, which is arc lengths. Arc lengths, what are arc lengths? Arc lengths are the distance between 2 points along an arc or along a curve. Now, the formula for this in finding arc lengths is L length is equals to integration of a to b square root of 1 plus f of x raised to the power of 2 squared dx. So here's the first formula, but is also one, or the second formula, that can be written like this: a and b square root of 1 plus ty all over dx squared for dx. Now these two formula is the same, will have you the same answer but in different process. Now let's apply one of this formula in solving a problem, which is f of x is equals to 1 plus 4x raised to the power of 3 halves, where your 2 points are located in 0 and 2, or also can be written like this. So from that, let's start with this. So the first step that you will do is find the first derivative. By finding that the first derivative of 1 is 0, so disregard the 1. By observing this expression, you could apply exponent rule or the power rule. So the power rule, the formula of power rule is like this: d over dx xn equals to nx n minus 1. So you will have like this. So copy the 4, which is the whole number, and then bring down the exponent or the power rule, 3 over 2, and then copy the variable and your number, 2 minus 1. So you will have 6x raised to the power of 1 half equals 6 square root of x. So how did I get this? So by 4 multiplying by 3 is equals to 12, divided by 2 equals 6. Copy the variable, and then 3 halves minus 1 is 1 half, so 3x raised to the power of 1 half, and can be simplified by 6 square root of x. Now that you have your first derivative, let's move on to the next step. Our next step is this squaring the expression that you get, equals to 6x squared. By squaring that, you will have 36x. Now the next step is substitution by having your formula. Now 1 plus f of 1x squared dx equals to the integration of 0 to, now you will substitute. You have your 0 and 2 as your limit of integration, and then copy the constant, substitute the 36x, and then copy the dx, which is your variable of integration. Now that you have this, you have substitute, let's move on to the next step, which is the u substitution. So the u substitution goes like this: u 1 plus 36x du is equals to 36x. 1 plus 36x equals 36x. Now, to find your dx, you have du over 36. So that is your dx. The next step is changing the limit of integration. So your current limit of integration is 0 and 2, right? So you will change that limit of integration by this. U is equals to 1 plus 36, which is your 0. So the first thing you will do is plug in 0, and 0 times 36, 0 plus 1, 1. The next you will change is this limit of integration, the 2. So 1 plus 36 equals 2. You will have 73. So from that, you will now apply that to your main formula, which is 0, 0, 1, square root of 1 plus 36x dx. So that is your main formula. Now you will have substitute 1 and 73, which is this. You will substitute this, and then you have your square root of u and du over 36. This du comes from your dx, because this will substitute this dx, so your dx is du over 36, so you will have this. Now let's move on to the next step, which is the integration. So the integration goes like this: 1 over 36 summation of 73 of and 1. Just copy this, and then u. So you can rewrite this square root of u into u raised to the power of 1/2. And then copy du. So you just reciprocate it so that it will become 1 over 36 integration of 73 and 1, and then u raised to the power of 1/2. Then copy du, because it will remain. 36 will be reciprocated. Now let's integrate 1 over 36 for u 3/2, and then you could multiply this with 2/3, and then 73 and 1, which is this. So that then multiply 2 by 1, so you will have 2 over 3 multiplied by 36, you will have 108. So you will use that in solving this. 2 over 108, 73 raised to the power of 3/2 minus 1, which is this, raised to the power of 3/2. So you will raise this 73 and 1 to 3/2. Next is 73. So we have 3, 2 equals 73, 1, 73, 1/2. So we have 73 square root of 73. And then evaluate this 2 over 108 and this. So if you're evaluating, this will look like this: 8, 2, 8, 73, square root of 73. So if you will input this into your calculator, scientific calculator, you will have 11.53 as your measurement or the distance of your arc length. For some clarification, how did I get this? So multiply this 2 to 1, you will have 2. You multiply this 3 to 36, you will have 108. Now the next step is copy this, and then by multiplying by 73, and then you will raise 73 to 3/2, 73 to 3/2, and 1 minus 1 raised to 3/2. So you will have that, and evaluate it, and you will came up with an answer of 11.53 as your arc length. So that will be all. I hope you learned something, and that is the arc length. Thank you.